on this program, you are the editor of the Mili Gazette. I want you to say that you express your regret over the manner in which you said that the Indian Mujahideen is an act of fiction. I want you to say it on live television. Say so, Zafarul Islam.
No.
No, why? No. Why don't you accept the reality? Why is everything? Why not?
No, why not? The proof.
Why not?
Our own government is saying we don't know them. Our own Home Ministry was saying before the ban that they don't know who these people are.
Rubbish.
No, this is not rubbish.
No, it's absolute rubbish. You know no facts. Zafarul Islam, I am sorry to say this. I am sorry to say this. There are people like you who don't know facts. All you do is you think you are catering to certain people who want to listen to this language. And I'm saying this to you on television, Zafarul Islam Khan, that people like you should really consider the shallowness of your words, because Yasin Bhatkal has admitted to the Indian Mujahideen's involvement in the Ahmedabad blast in 2008. 60 people died there. I thought today at least people like you on television, when this happens in Peshawar, will regret the kind of indirect support you give to terrorist groups. Why don't you speak up tonight on that? You see, RSN Singh,
we don't give support to
RSN Singh and RSN Singh and Sheshadri Chari.
We don't.
Of course you do. Of course
there is absolutely there is absolutely no introspection. I'm afraid there is absolutely no introspection
in this country by court.
What has not been analyzed in India is that the Pakistan army chief was in US for 2 weeks, and there he was upbraided by the Americans and told not to distinguish between Afghan Taliban, Pakistan Taliban and other groups. Now they have taken all these
let's get one view. Let's see if I can get some consensus among the political parties. You see, 3 things which I deeply regret. Sheshadri Chari, just 3 things which I regret is that Indians justify terror attacks on our soil like Zafarul Islam did vis-a-vis the Israelis. Secondly, I regret that issues like Batla House are politicized. And thirdly, of course, even vis-a-vis issues like the Indian Mujahideen, that's all political parties came up and did vote bank politics on it. What will end now? How will it change now? There's been an election. There's been a government. If you want to have a total crackdown on terror, your government can do it. But will you? Will you?
Arnab, every government, even the last government, it was the last government which banned Indian Mujahideen, and they were asked the same question, but fortunately, instead of falling prey to such questions which Zafarul Bhai just referred to, where is the proof? That government did not ask, they did not wait to ask where is the proof, they went ahead and banned, and now they have been vindicated, their stand has been vindicated. We appreciate the government for doing at least that much. But the same government, don't forget, came to power in 2004 on the promise of removing POTA. They said the earlier government introduced POTA, we will remove it. And the first thing they did on that 2004 was to get rid of POTA. Every such thing has been politicized. I think now is the time. In order to pay homage to these 130 children who have been innocently killed, I think what we should do is, all political parties, when I say all political parties, I include the Bharatiya Janata Party also.
I agree with you.
Let all political parties put an end to all that they did in the past, whether right or wrong. I don't say the Congress never did anything right. But they also did certain wrong things. Let us put an end to all this. And today the biggest homage, the greatest homage that we will be paying to these children will be coming to a conclusion, coming to a consensus on this issue.
Okay, gentlemen, my intent is only, once again, RSN Singh, my intent is only to raise the issue tonight. And as I'm saying, yes, Sanjay Jha, you can respond briefly, but this is not about this. I think the more time has come for a little bit of self-realization among us.
2 quick points.
That the politics that we are doing is going to cost us. We can end the politics on it. It's a choice that we have.
No, absolutely. Arnab,
it's a choice that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Mr. Chari I think Mr. Chari has spoken with some sensibilities in mind. I appreciate that. But the point I would like to make is we cannot discuss issues like POTA and how it was replaced by the unlawful on this format in a brief, kind of desultory sort of a way. The reason is you can't have a law which also has serious human rights violations issues. They have to be respected. You have to recognize that you can't give the state so much of power.
Sir, for once, think about the human rights of people and the citizens.
These are issues.
This is the fundamental issue.
By just our government. It was passed by all parties in a consensus. And no, 1 minute, I want to make a point. Let us not make cheap political brownie points here. I agree with Mr. Chari that all political parties need to bury their parochial differences.
But you don't.
Of national security.
The problem is,
therefore I would request
the problem is even tonight you are not doing that. And I give Maroof the last word.
To create a consensus on national counter-terrorism.
Sir, tonight.
And actually be prepared.
Sir, even tonight you're not doing it. Maroof, please, last word to you, please, Maroof.
It is sad that even when we have, Mr. Jha, please let me speak. It is sad that when even we have such a big wake-up call, we are still trying to show which political party knows more what to do with terror. The ground reality is, I'm sorry, the message hasn't trickled down to the common man. There is no sense of alertness amongst the public. Nobody is being sensitized. We have 3 million security guards of all sorts floating around in the country. Even ex-servicemen don't get licenses to have weapons, and they're expected to fight a terrorist carrying AK-47 with sticks and stones. And that is the reality of our situation. We have no emergency response mechanism. Our corporates are too busy whining and dining. They don't want to pay for their own security, thinking they're paying their taxes and the government will protect them. The government is too busy protecting itself, and including MPs like yourself. But they are not protecting the citizen. So the citizen has to take on the responsibility. They have to pay for it. And if they have to make a
I disagree. Maroof. Maroof, the government cannot leave. Every citizen cannot pay for his own security. I respectfully disagree with you, but we can take the debate forward.
Arnab, I'm not saying every citizen. I'm not saying every citizen. I'm saying the profit-making corporates have to put in more money into security.
All I'm saying tonight
Otherwise, we are going to be waiting for another
Maroof, for a second consecutive night, I put a mirror to our politicians and said, can we have a total crackdown? After Sydney, Peshawar, I don't know what next.
We will not have a total crackdown till we understand what is terrorism.
Indians cannot be made to feel so vulnerable.
People are waiting.
And I think this question goes to the vote. This question goes to the vote. Do you support a total, complete and unforgiving crackdown on terror? Thank you for debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight.